Ha, he.
Hello, hello, hello.
I ain't got jack damn shit in my chat. Oh, wait a minute. We are live. I got to be careful. There ain't nobody in my chat. Huh. Hell, I'm going to leave mine and go to yours.
Oh,
I went down to the shop today. I ain't been down there in about 2 years, right? I walked in there and hell, I heard something, you know, didn't pay it no attention. And just at that point, I turned around, a black cat jumps out of the loft up there. And as big as that cat was, I swore I thought it was a baby panther. I went, oh, hell no. No gun, no nothing.
did it make you jump?
Yeah, it startled me. I didn't jump, but it did startle me.
So you didn't jump as big as you did whenever all your
Oh,
cans
hell
fell.
no. Well, see, that was here in the house. Okay. Something like that, you're supposed to jump, get up real quick and see what happened. But I forgot the wife jumps quicker than I do. So when she was
If I wasn't watching you, I would have thought that you done pissed her off and she threw you on the floor or something. But I actually seen you jump, so well, it wasn't her. She ain't mad at you.
Well, now back in my younger days, I used to be quick, okay? But I don't care how quick I thought I was. Her left foot was quicker because just as soon as I turned around, the toe of her left foot caught me square down in the ass every god picking time. And until this day, I swear I believe that's where my hemorrhoids come from.
Okay, we got Ragnar Adventures. We got Dana B, Susie D. We got Alan, What Life.
Dana B. Wait a minute. Yeah, what life is in here? Hello, sir.
And I Talk Cryptic. Here comes the bot. Should be coming in.
You talk cryptic. I didn't know that.
Debbie Golden. Let's see. Lori's World. Autumn Leaf. TNW. Little Lone Prepper. Mountaineer Grandma or Mamo.
Yeah, I think so. Don't forget her.
Yeah. Good enough. Alan. Oh boy, yeah, it's been one of them days. We've been having some issues with the toilet stopper. You know, it keeps getting stuck, and for some reason, it's continuous running is making it leak.
Mm-hmm.
And we had like a little drip coming down. I thought that was it, and because I went and got a new stopper and chain and everything. Which why do they have chains on these things? They're in the water all the time, so eventually they're going to get rusty and stick together. So we're sitting here, and all of a sudden, the ceiling gives away, and water's all over the place. Luckily, it didn't hit the TV or anything important. It just gave the cats like major heart attacks because they're bouncing off the walls, flying in different directions, knocking stuff off shelves. And so I had to wait until it got done. I swept up the mess, and then because we have carpet in the living room, of course. So the next thing I had to do is get the carpet cleaner out and soak up and suck up all the water, and then run soap through it and stuff so it wouldn't get mildewy and stuff. And just pretty much got done with it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Oh, I was gonna say, if you ain't done did it by now, if you got the money, go on and buy the stuff to fix it with. Because when you think you got it fixed, it's gonna happen all over.
Oh, yeah. Well, if I already didn't have it, unfortunately, the only ones you can get in this area, unless I go drive 50 miles, it's got that stupid chain. And eventually I think I'm going to change it out for something else. Even a string would be best, just so it doesn't happen again.
I'm looking here in chat. I talk cryptics. Awesome to have a live stream from you, Bushcraft, just as I turned 16. Ha ha. Happy birthday, Cryptic.
Oh, happy birthday. It's also Crazy Irish's birthday today, too.
Yeah.
So
and yours was on the 1st.
Yeah, mine was on the 1st. Somebody else's was yesterday, I do believe. Forget who it was. I've been so busy I can't remember anything, and I haven't went to sleep yet. So and I still didn't get to go out and mow the grass. That was my thing, was to grow, or not grow grass, cut the grass. It's already growing enough. Not to mention, I have to go upstairs and replant or up pot some of my plants because they're outgrowing their little pods.
Hey,
I've just got so much to do.
I got a joke for you.
Okay.
And it's a joke from earlier. You got 2 potatoes standing on the street corner. How do you tell if one of them is a prostitute?
Potatoes?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to know.
Sticker that says Idaho.
No.
I'm sorry. They're
well peeled.
Laid back, baby. I'm sorry. But what made me think of that joke at that time, there is one in here called Idaho Golden Girl.
Well, kind of what I want to talk to you about today is way back when. Now, North America, meaning continental U.S., not saying Hawaii or anything, because everybody knows about Pearl Harbor. But United States has been invaded before. We've been bombed. We've been invaded, and the whole plan was to bring troops from into Africa, Alaska, and through Canada into Montana, and then cut off, come down through and cut off from there. And these are war technicians that's figured this out, and it's the best way that would a country to invade United States. And it, like I said, it's already been done. The only thing is, we don't take crap. So they ended up bombing out. They didn't get too far. They actually got into Canada. And for those who know, this was Japan who did this. And it's not Pearl Harbor. This was in Alaska, Aleutian Islands. Basically, they came in through there, and their whole plan was, like I said, to come through Canada into to Montana. Now, the reason I say this is, you guys remember the balloon?
Hello, TNTV.
The balloon that, and there's a lot of information that we're now getting about this balloon. And Jeff, you remember me talking about the pilot that likes to take selfies, important things that he's doing in his spy plane?
Yeah.
And it got taken down. Well, this same guy, he's the one that was flying up there next to this balloon, and it was happening at all times. As soon as he was done, another one was up there. The reason behind this is they did find explosives on this balloon, and it's meant for one purpose. It's not meant to do damage to anything. It's to self-destruct. Well, they tried to do this. They tried to self-destruct this balloon. The reason why they didn't self-destruct it is because we had our spy planes up there jamming the signal so that they couldn't receive any information or send any information to this balloon. Now, you have to realize where this balloon was headed and which route it took. It took the same route that the Japanese were going to invaded us in 42.
Huh.
So they did get a lot of information about places in Montana, because there's times where they got signals out and whatnot, but they didn't. And this is the main reason why China was so pissed, is because we got all this information, so we know what they were looking at. They know the flight path and everything that they were planning. This is why China was upset when it got shot down. We got all that information, and a lot of that information is being released now. I don't know if it's being leaked or is it being on purpose or what, but the same route that this was going is the same route that the Japanese, and at that time the Japanese were one of the best at war technicians, and that's their whole plan was to split United States in half to where they would control the central area, and then they would bring in stuff from the West Coast, and they would have stuff on the East Coast, and they would come up through Mississippi with barges and control the Mississippi River.
Well, now, two things. Back in, I want to say World War II. We lost a bomb here in North Carolina, or it fell out, or it fell off a plane, or whatever. And it was a live one at the time. And it hit on the East Coast. I'm not saying at the beach. I'm saying maybe about a hour's drive around Jacksonville or somewhere like that. And they have said if that bomb had a went off on impact, it would have took out a couple of 100 miles in direction, like that. But it didn't. Now, for this here balloon thing that everybody is talking about, how many bases and how many I'm trying to underground rockets?
Well, we don't. There's no way of us knowing this. It's not public knowledge. There's there's speculations of these places and everything. I'm sure they already know, though. Just like we know where all theirs are sitting at and whatnot. But us, as nobody's won't know that. There are some like regular Air Force bases, and we find out years down the road when they decide, this is a bad location, or it's got sprung a leak or something, and then they'll sell you a used missile silo.
Right. But I mean, or let's say power plants, that sit on the river, or ponds and stuff like that, nuclear plants. Okay. And I know of 3 here in North Carolina. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 here in North Carolina.
Yeah, you can bring up a map and they'll tell you where all the nuclear power plants are.
Yeah. And here in this state, we have also got, now I'm talking gasoline, regular diesel, ethyl, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah.
We got one of the biggest transfers here in North Carolina on the East Coast. And what I want to say, I can't do it right here. We'll have to get in the back before I can tell you that. But I mean, come on, think about it. 4 different planes at the same time, they can do a hell of a lot of damage here on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah.
And it's done traveled from off the coast of Alaska, up through there, into Canada, down through North America, and it got blowed out of the sky over the ocean in South Carolina. And they say they tracked this since liftoff. Why the Sam heck didn't they shoot the damn thing down over the Aleutian Islands or something in open water before it ever hit here? Yes, but
it's above our pay grade.
Well, I'm gonna go.
And that's the thing, we don't know. And that's the thing. We all said that it should have been shot down, but the fact that they let it go through and they were jamming it the whole time. The thing is, some information did get out.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And they ended up doing what they did. They shot it down, and now they have that information that's inside there. I don't know if that was the point of it, or whoops. Oh, now we got all the information. Yeah, that's why we did it, But
why in the hell did we let it get in here before it got the information? I
No,
know.
we got the information.
That's what I'm saying. We got the information, but yet we wouldn't have had to do that shit if it got shot down to begin with.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have had the information if we shot it down beforehand.
Wasn't that the whole point of it? Not
No, if you let it go and if you jam it the whole time so that they don't get the information and you let it go through, you see what it's programmed to do. What it's programmed to get this information, then you know what they were looking at. And you get what they're thinking. If you blow it down before it has time to do this, then you don't know what they're thinking, what they have planned.
I'll give you that.
And again, you don't know. They could just be a ploy, like, oh, we'll send something over there, and they'll be, start putting a bunch of soldiers up here, thinking that we're coming through there, and then we'll come somewhere else.
Yeah, and I got to address something, Dana B. I agree with you 110%. I do my best deer hunting with my vehicle too.
And the thing is, you pay attention what China has been doing, say in the last 5 years. They've been buying up a lot of certain things. They've been buying up property next to military bases. They've been buying up property next to power plants. And this should not be a thing. They should not be allowed to do this. Now, in some states they're allowed to. In some states they're not allowed, like 200 miles from certain places.
Now, wait a minute. South Carolina last month, I'm going to say around the middle of the month, put a law out. No one outside of the United States is allowed to buy land in South Carolina. And I believe there are either 3 or a total of 4 states that will not let people do that. Why the hell don't the whole American do that?
Well, the thing is, how many real estate places, how many title departments in a certain county does an investigation of the owner when they come in to buy something and they buy it outright? Do they do investigations and find out, oh, this company is from North Carolina, and then they find out who owns this company in North Carolina? Oh, it's somebody that from California. And then where's this person from in California? Oh, it's from China. Now, who does this? Who goes and investigates this? Do you think small town, nobody, county register office, do you think they do this?
No.
So it's hard to say who owns what nowadays.
But you just give me a darn good idea of what to preach on Thursday, and I'll give a little bit of a hint. How about these here pew-pews, okay? Certain people going and buying them and getting them, because they don't do a thorough investigation into their background. That's not the gun owners. Shit. That's not the pew owner shop doing that. That is the 3-letter agencies doing that.
Yeah. And that's something that we can't control, or the person selling it. It has to be, that's their fault. Exactly. We know how corrupt that agency is now.
Yeah.
When it gets involved in social media, you know it's corrupted.
Well, see, it's come to my attention. Maybe they doing this shit on purpose.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it alone at that. I ain't saying nothing else about that. I probably done too much to begin with already.
Not only are they buying up the property in certain areas and whatnot, but they have been stockpiling. And I've done videos about this. I've been trying to tell people that China has been stockpiling tons and tons of food. They have 67% of the world's corn. One country has that much corn, and not to mention wheat, rice, and all that other stuff. Not to mention our pork that supposed to be at certain times. It's not now, but it could be. Pork shortages on pork. It was a few years back. It's because they were sending the majority of it back over to China.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, and I can't remember which news thing said this, but Russia is telling its people to stock up because of something that is fixing to happen.
Yeah, that's been years. They've been doing that every year. They have it's almost like a prepper day. They don't call it that, but they tell everybody how much stuff that they should be putting back in case of, certain things happen. And they say you should have this much of certain food and have it stored correctly and whatnot. And why don't we do this here? Why don't
exactly?
Because us preppers are cuckoo. Why don't they have prepper awareness day or something like that, to where they say make sure every family has 3 months of food and water and blankets and all this other stuff in case of a national emergency or tornadoes, hurricanes, whatever, train derailments.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. Why don't our country tell us to do this shit? Why? Because we're crazy. We don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, 3 days. They tell you to get 3 days for an emergency.
My ass. They tell you 3 days, you better go 6 months. They tell you 1 year, you better go 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, let me bring it up real quick. I've got an email from
well, while you doing that, Lori's World has got a good point. Hit the thumbs up in the chat room, plus subscribe. I mean, because if you don't, you won't get pinged that we're going to be on. You won't be hearing my mouth, and you won't be hearing some good common sense from bushcraft.
Yeah. This is what I got from my electric company. It says that we are getting ready to have another storm. We just got rid of 2 of them. Now we're getting ready to have another one, and expect the power to be down for at least a week. So how is these people supposed to, if you listen to the government, how are these people supposed to survive with 3 days of food and water? You still have 4 more days that you have to survive.
Well, let me say this right quick. Okay. One of the reasons Japan did not invade America is because they did. They did. Well, hold on. I'm not finished yet. Because they said behind every blade of grass is a pew-pew. Damn, I almost messed that.
Well, that's the thing. It wasn't like that It wasn't like it is now in 1940s. That's why they did it then.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Don't get all fired up on me right yet. Let me finish saying what I got to say. Now, Russian people, Chinese people, American people, citizens, we don't want a war here. We really don't want a war, period.
Yeah, nobody wants war.
I mean, it's all, damn it, up there. I can't think of the word I want to use, but it's going to be like this right here. You invade the land. Bet your sweet ass bottom dollar, all bets is off. Because you have just awoken a sleeping giant. You really, truly don't want this giant to wake up. Now, China, they say China has got a big military. Now, if you'll read into this, they got more people than we do, but we got more ships.
You're mistaken. And the thing is, let me see if I can find this article. This is illegal, by the way. You're not supposed to do this. China is converting their ships, cargo ships and whatnot. I did a video on this before. They have them fitted to where if something happens, they also have them to where they can unload certain vehicles that go amphibious vehicles. I forget what they call, but they carry men to the shore. And the back end of their ships are fitted to where this falls down and they unload all these people in vehicles.
And we will make America great again.
Thank you, Fancy Oak, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Now,
hello, Stephanie. Are they gasoline or diesel powered?
It doesn't make any difference.
But we are nuclear powered.
It still doesn't make any difference. You can have one nuclear ship. They can have 10,000 boats.
Okay,
but whatever they mount on these things.
But our nuclear ships cannot be heard underwater. Excuse me, our subs cannot be heard underwater like theirs can.
You realize how far behind we are in our Navy? And that's one of the things that our last president wanted to do. He wanted to get us back up top with our navies and our Air Force. Our Air Force is so far behind. It's like we're still using propeller type airplanes compared to their supersonic things that they have.
Okay.
And like I said, these cargo ships, they're fitted with I can't, I'm trying to figure a way to say these. It would be like a Stinger type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they also have the hand ones that will take out the flying things.
Now, Hiker X. Every time I see that name, I'm wanting to say another name.
Well, don't say it.
I know. He said he posted. I read an article a couple of years ago that says China has intentions on taking the U.S. Okay.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons, groups like us is on here is to spread news like that because you're not hearing this shit on CNN, ABC, CBS News no more. They quit. They took
Oh
all,
no.
and now they are wanting to put in. I'm gonna say law that people like ourselves has to be taken down. That's a shame. We get taken down, y'all don't hear nothing. Now, I may have a lot of misinformation, but that's the reason I like being up here with Bushcraft. This man right here, he does his homework. He does his research. If I'm wrong, he damn sure gonna tell me in quick. Well, I'm thankful for it. I really am. But
Yeah. Now, if you register their Navy, we do have the better Navy, but the thing is, which is kind of sketchy that you can actually man cargo ships and stuff, because you just go from how many cargo ships China owns. Just that alone is bigger than any Navy. Just the cargo ships alone. And if now the thing is, they're going to send, this is hypothetical and all that stuff, but if they send 10,000 cargo ships in, we have to take those out. So we're going to waste a lot of manpower, a lot of resources to take those down. Then their Navy comes in and says, hello, that's the big thing of it right then and there.
Now, we done a thing, a couple of years back when they was putting containers at stores and everything. And I'm going to say it like this. You might ought to have your finger on that button. Who is to say what is truly in there? There has been speculation of this and that and so forth. And I have seen a couple of pictures that I don't know if it was ours or whose it was. Well, let's say it wasn't canned foods or nothing like that. It was other stuff.
No, they actually deploy missiles out of these things.
Perspective visions.
Yeah, I was just going to address this. They said the same thing about Japan, and we all know how that turned out.
See, they want us to think that.
I don't want it. I don't want no part of it.
No, but I don't either.
It's the fact that if we act naive and say, "Oh, that's never going to happen here,"
it's going to happen.
What's happened in the last 3 years? Oh, that would never happen here.
They have broken laws just to change laws. Let me put it that way. Okay. But, and I will say this right here, I'm too damn old to run. I'm too damn old to fight. And I'm going to leave that alone right there. But if their boots hits our grounds, and I'm almost positive I am not the only one who thinks this way, bring it on.
Well, the thing is, you say this will never happen. It's too late. They're already here. They've been coming across the border for the last 3 years. There's over 1,000 a day have been caught. So if there's 1,000 being caught at the border, how many is not being caught?
For every 100, how many got through?
And that's just not me saying this. I did a video about them sneaking over. And what do? They get a piece of paper and they get sent to New York and say, well, you have to appear in court to determine if you're going to stay here or not.
A bullshit.
Why is this happening?
I mean, them just turn their ass around at the border, but
Yeah.
once their feet hit American soil, that's it. We have to treat them. And whoever made that law up ought to be smacked upside the head with a 2x4. I'm sorry. I mean, I know there's children out there. They need,
We're not doing enticing violence against anybody, by the way.
No. But I am all for bettering yourself. I'm going to say 8 out of 10 of them come over here with good intentions. No problem. But let them do it the right way.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Any of that stuff doesn't count. I'm talking about these people. You would think if it was just people trying to get away from the China crap, okay, that sounds fair. I mean, they have no rights or anything over there. You would think there would be some women and children. No, it's military age men that are sneaking in here to the United States. They're already here. So what's to say these military age men, not children, not women, why are they here?
Well, see, before I ever got into this right here, before all of this ever happened, I'm going to say before 2019, okay? I have always said, if America is going to be taken, it will be done from within. How would one country go about taking a country as rich and as powerful as America was? It will have to be, yeah, it will have to be done from within.
Yeah.
And look at your Congress. Look at all of them. Look at the laws they're trying to pass. Look, about taking this away, taking that away. If a country has no way to defend herself, you're screwed. That's it. I mean, we will be like, God, I wish I could say the name of the country, people.
Yeah,
but
this is,
like,
and Jen is right. They are in Canada also. Oops.
Well, it ain't just the southern border now; it's the northern border also. Both. They are getting you to look one way. Okay, they're getting you to look south because so many is coming in, but yet the northern border is twice as many coming in. Thank you all.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look, for years, we have not been number one at all.
Oh, no.
People do not take pride in what they do no more. They are there. They are clock watchers. And yes, I'm going to say this, are woke people. Yeah, they don't give a shit no more. I'm sorry. I remember a time when, well, maybe not quite that old, but when America was putting out number one stuff, first grade stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The steel was bad. The clothes. I mean, look, come on, go in your closet.
Even our education.
Yeah.
We were top education. Now I don't know what we are. Let's see.
I ain't gonna say we're at the bottom, but I will say we probably within the top 10 of being at the bottom. Because look at what they're teaching in our schools. Oh God. Next subject. I don't even want to get into that. I mean, that's about a 4 hour plus, probably 4 week, the thing going on there with the schools.
And I don't know about that, but we're supposed to be ranked 10th.
What, 10th from the bottom?
No, 10th.
I can't believe that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of countries out there that. I mean, we're teaching our kids. I can't even talk about it. It's so bad that they're teaching things in school that I can't talk about on YouTube.
Did you?
That should be the issue right there.
Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not. Here in North Carolina, within a month, 3 schools brought in dancers. Okay.
Yeah, don't talk about them. I know what you mean. That's like if you dressed up as, had
right.
can't see anything, but yeah.
I can't see nothing on that.
No.
Damn. I need another channel. That channel will be taken down in 30 minutes on that one. But parents got outraged. I'll put it to you like that.
Oh, parents don't have no right to tell how your kids are being raised or how they're being taught.
They were not notified that this was going to happen.
It's because they have no rights. Once you send your kid to school, they're not your kid anymore. They're the government's kid, and they teach them the way they want to.
Let me say this right here,
and that's the way it's coming down to.
Yeah, it is. Let me say this right here, okay? For parents who has kids, get them the hell out of the school. Either homeschool them or put them in a Christian-based school. And to me, that's a little on the iffy side right now also. Okay? But get them the hell out of public schools, please. Okay. Next.
Yeah, I would be. Nowadays, I would. I'd definitely homeschool my kids. There's no way I would put my kids in school anymore. No.
Me and my brother got talking about this yesterday, day before yesterday. If this shit was going on when my youngins were still in school, they would have got pulled out quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely homeschool. And my last one, my youngest one, the last few years, except for when she went to trade school, she was homeschooled. And I thought I was really worried about it, that I wasn't going to be able to do it, but she did it all herself. And I just went to the meetings basically, and she did all the work, and she actually said it was harder work, but it was easier because she could do it like it. She woke up at 2:00 in the morning, wanted to get a paper done. She'd just do it.
Well, if a parent goes to a school board meeting and speaks their mind on how they're being, hey lady, how they're being taught, they're put on a bad list. I'll put it like that. Okay. And then they escort you out. You're lucky if they don't give you a nice set of bracelets and a room for a couple of nights. That has happened to other parents.
No, you just get put on a list and it gets sent to a government agency. It's already been done. It's not like we're saying something that's made up or anything. This is already the last 3 or 4 years. This is what's been going on.
Yeah.
And anytime you speak up and put your opinion, you're red flagged as being a certain type of a person.
And this agency can destroy you.
Thank you, Fancy Oak.
8:15, huh? What time?
Yeah.
10 till. Okay. So, but I mean, you know, this ain't at all where you wanted to go.
Well, the thing is, when I'm talking about the stuff that China has been doing, they've been stockpiling all this food. They're telling the people, the companies that are privately owned Chinese companies, they're telling them that they have to switch over to make military grade medication, all that kind of stuff that goes with it, surgical and all that stuff. Stop making stuff for United States. Stop shipping all that stuff over. All that stuff is to be made in-house now. And they're basically telling them you either do it or we come in and take over, and we're going to make it anyway.
Yeah.
And they've actually took over privately owned places to make military medications and first aid and all that stuff that goes along with that.
Now,
why would they do this if they weren't planning something? And I'm not saying that they are planning anything. It just, there's so much coincidences. And like you say, if there's more than one coincidence, or what is it, 3, then chances are there's something going on.
Yeah.
And right. Who's buddy with China, even though he says he's not, and he's always thinking of.
He's a damn lie.
Well, I'll put it this way here. Let me find it real quick. There we go.
Let's put it like this.
Hey, I applaud China for stepping up. Excuse me. I applaud. So today, I applaud China for stepping up. Excuse me. I applaud Canada. You can tell what I'm thinking.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
That says it all.
Yeah, it sure enough does. But I tell you what, back during the winter, how hard was it to get children's Tylenol or stuff like that? Surfer Dog 777. Take that down, please. We cannot use that.
Yeah, I can't do it. You have to do that, Jeff.
Where the hell did he go?
That's on your end.
Oh, is it mine?
Yeah.
Hell,
if it has that little circly thing up there, that's from your channel.
I didn't even see that part now.
But usually we see martial law Dylan.
Yeah, we can't just come straight out and say it like that.
Yeah, that's a bad word in YouTube land.
Okay, it is mine. 17.
Matt Dillon. Was his name, wasn't it? Matt Dillon?
You're right. Yeah. We say Matt Dillon. I am looking for him on my phone, but I don't see him. He
might already took it down. It's just so we be careful.
Surfer Dog, if you took it down, thank you. It ain't that I'm trying to call you out or like that, but if I'm going to get taken down for something that was said, I want to be the one saying it. But he ain't up here.
Yeah, he said he took it down. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
I know
Matt
all
Dillon.
thought.
In the good old days. Oh, Lake got it. That's good.
Thank you, Miss Lake. And thank you, Surfer Dog.
Yeah, that's a storm that they're warning us about. They also said that Michigan area is going to get hit really hard too.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Well,
how far down does that storm go? I mean, are we going to get any remnants of it, or is it just going to stay up there where you at?
oh, it's up here. This is a new one. This is not the one we had 2 days ago or 3 days, whatever it was.
You got a basement?
Oh, look at this. I went to school with Matt Dillon. The same Matt Dillon or somebody named Matt Dillon?
Yeah. Because I don't think they had a school when Matt Dillon was living. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there is a whole bunch of stuff that was hard to find. And I'm pretty sure that, we've got summer coming up. But look at it like this. We got winter right around the corner. If you can go ahead and stock up, I'd stock up.
Plant stuff in the pot, anything you can think of.
Oh, God, yeah, especially now with what's going on.
Yes, right there.
Eat. Plant what you like.
And I'm not saying I'm an expert of herbal medicine or anything, but if you can't plant any vegetables or anything, just get a pot that big and plant some oregano, plant some, things that have more purpose than just, just something to make your chicken taste good.
Well, now, I can't even get out there and turn my ground under because it is so wet out there. And we got, 4 days of rain coming in, I think, starting either tomorrow or the next day. So, I mean, on my tiller, I want to be able to push it, not pull mud.
Ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. Yeah, when them blades
really,
get packed with mud, that thing goes wonk, wonk, wonk.
Try sharpening blades on a tiller. That is a pain.
That's where they have that little grinder that does it for you.
Well, see, I also figured out you can take them blades off.
Yeah. Well, some of them, they have those where they're bolted on to where you can.
Yeah.
If you plan ahead. And put things on the bolts that will release instead of you needing to put heat on it and bust a couple bolts.
You're cutting torch. Yeah. You're right about that. Try sharpening blades on a bush hog, and the damn bolts have not come off in, let's say, 50 years.
Yeah, this is why you need to be careful when like yesterday it was 27 degrees, not the low, not the high, the low. And today was 78. Tomorrow is going to be high 80s. And then we're going to go back down again. This is when people get sick.
Yeah, exactly.
And me, I wear summer clothes all year round, so it's no change for me. But because a lot of people will, as soon as the temperature goes up, they're out there in their shorts and short sleeves, and then they get that chill, and then the next day when it's cold, they start getting the throat ache and everything.
Two things. Grace Johnson, I know if I can do it, I don't want to spend no money, plain and simple. And there is times when it will beat my tail. I have to. And Sniffer wants to know, what did they say about our ex-president today?
Believe it or not, this is the first time I've sat down in 20 hours.
From what I've heard, he pled not guilty and they let him go. And like that little boy said, bullshit charges. Oh, damn. I like what B. Charman said. When winter shows up in Florida, we usually put on shoes.
Yeah, they got me. I got hit.
Are you kidding?
No. We'll have to see what it is when the live goes down.
If you got hit, I'm pretty sure I got hit also.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm monetized. You're not. So.
You monetize? Yeah, you are monetized. Yeah, but my stream is linked in with your stream. So
yeah, but again, I'm monetized. You're not. There's a big difference between the two. Well, a lot of times, like I can play, if I play something on mine, or one-on-one play a video clip on his, and I play the exact same thing on mine, I'll get hit before he does. And that's more than likely that's what it was. If not, I know what else it's going to be.
Well, let me say this right quick. Okay, I'm going to plug myself here. I need 9 more people to subscribe to my channel, and I am at 700. That's all I want right now. Let's go now. Okay. Sniffer, like I said, from what I understood, I mean, he didn't really see the judge stand in front of the judge no more than 15 minutes, tops. He pled not guilty. He walked out of the courtroom. That's it.
I didn't think anything was going to happen unless they gag ordered him.
Now that was brought up.
Yeah, that's been in a conversation for the last week.
Well, now I don't know if I should say this or not, but it was brought up with the news media that was in there. If they tried to get him on gag order for speaking his mind, that's got something to do with the word that starts with a T. Trained and like that. But they didn't pursue it either. So I don't know if they've got an ace up their sleeve trying to get it, because ever since he become our 45th president, they have been doing their damnedest to get him on something. And if they ever get him or find something on him, you can bet your bottom dollar all hell just broke loose. I damn near guarantee that one. And I'm going to tell you, like other creators have also said, don't do nothing. That's exactly what they want. They want a silver thing to go on between us so they can pass their laws, and that's it. So please, I mean, don't go out there and do nothing. That's
Yeah,
the only thing
I don't see how they can
They
make them unless they issue a gag order, and that's what we're talking about is now.
the First Amendment.
Well, that doesn't apply if the court issues a gag order. You can be held in contempt, which then you would be arrested right then and there. But the thing is, if they do, and they're already talking about there's going to be no cameras or anything in the court once it does its thing. So that right there is something in those lines of the gag order if they go that route.
That's right.
And
Susan.
that's the thing. He can fight this. He can fight that they haven't the right to make it a gag order unless they bring up something like it's national security or something in those ranges.
But if you're going to prosecute the 45th president, how in the Sam hell is the 46th president walking around?
Well, that's two different things. I mean, they can do whatever they want to do because they get away with everything.
But he's done far more worse than Trump has.
The thing is, they're saying that he paid, the
$133,000 to keep her quiet.
Yeah, there's no law against that.
No,
You remember when Clinton did the same thing? Why didn't he come up on charges?
Wasn't he a blue man also instead of a red man?
Yeah.
That's why. Duh. I mean, no, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Now they're also talking about a
no chicken. Really?
I can't girly magazine person.
How was that?
Don't say it, Jeff. I said a girly magazine.
There was another way of saying it, and I cannot remember it.
Or they say gentleman's magazine.
Yeah, but okay.
Well, she appeared on one. That's what I meant.
She appeared on one of them.
Yeah, for that magazine company.
I thought we're going to talk backstage here in a minute. So I thought it was for something else.
No, it's not because she was on that. I'm just describing who she is, and that's what they say in the media. She was on that certain magazine. It's again hush money again. I don't know what it's for, or I could care less. That's his private business. Now, if he did something to hurt, again, I can't say anything. Little humans, then that would be something bad. Or if he did something like Biden Jr. Does, then that would be something different. But if he messes around on his wife or whatever, that's their business. That has nothing to do with me.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, and the way I heard it, he done that before he ever become president. So what the hell?
Well, that doesn't mean anything. That's again, that's their business. That's with his wife, and that's with that Daniels chick.
Now, wait a minute.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
I'm gonna change subject here right quick. Pat Evans in chat. My bank is locking up my money. I can't pull much or donate. It goes back to 807.
Oh,
You find it?
that's going around. I don't know how true it is or anything, but I've got, and they're the people I know that they're pretty credible. Within this month, there's supposed to be 157 banks going down.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing.
This is not like a bank down the road. This is 150 bank chains or companies, whatever they call them.
I got a question for you. Let's say a person pulls out money, okay?
If they can.
Well, I mean, theologically, or whatever the hell the name of that word is. And then everything changes over. Is the money in account? Do you have to trade that money in or to get the credits? And then can you draw cash out to put in your hands? Or is it going to be like swiping cards like we doing now? You know, there ain't going to be no cash whatsoever.
Are you talking about the digital?
Yes.
Or I mean, crypto or the
you on the right track? Yes.
The Fed coin. Yeah, there is no. You can't see it. It's invisible thing. They don't. There's nothing that they can give you at a bank. Once they flip over to it, it's
all
that little paper thing is tissue paper. It has no meaning.
Like a grace period to turn that in to go digital.
Oh yeah, we're already digital. We've been this way for a while.
But I can go to the bank and withdraw money.
Yeah, and it has a value. Once they flip a switch, you'll have like 30 days to turn it in. If it's like, say you have a bunch stashed under your mattress or in a wall or something, then you have to, I have to hurry up and take it in. And then once you take it in, if it's over $600, you have to tell the government where it came from and what it was for and all that stuff.
Hello, Miss T girl. Handsome.
Hey, T girl.
Lady, how you doing? Wait a minute. Hell, I'm in trouble now. My wife heard me call her gorgeous lady. So I'll hear about it after a while. And I can't even pronounce that second word. Lady. Look, I'm going to tell you, I've had a lot of go-rounds with Wells Fargo.
See you later, Sniffer.
Have a good one. I wish, or I was hoping that was going to be the first one to collapse, but that they still standing. You know, and I know there's a whole bunch of people who has accounts with them. The only thing I got to say is find another damn bank. Because no, I can't say that either.
Oh, there's all kinds of different banks out there that do the same things.
Oh, I know, but Wells Fargo is, I'm going to say, within the top 5 that do that stuff. We have heavy storms till Sunday. Pray no tornadoes. Yeah, are you in the south or are you in the central north?
That doesn't make any difference. we get tornadoes up here in Ohio.
Yeah,
we get quite a bit.
Let me finish this. A southern tornado will tear a Yankees tornado's ass up.
I don't know about that. There's a lot of people. Died in the last few days up north here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh hell! I'm in for it now.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, Peckersville. Hey, 101.
What? Excuse me? Hold up.
No. I'm just saying hello. Good evening.
Hi. How are you?
Damn, you can do this afternoon.
What?
I said you must have got some rest. You in a real good mood.
Oh no, I'm fucking tired as fuck. This is the slap happy tired version of me. So yes.
Oh, you remember that brown stuff I showed y'all the other night? I ain't talking about shit.
I know, but I guarantee you that's where everyone else's mind went. Anyway, no, I don't.
Can I show that? I'm just bend over and let her rip. 1/4 of that liquid is gone.
Okay. Anyway.
Who is the weather guy to watch? If he's on TV, not them. Because they just throwing darts.
My knees. That's the weather.
People do not believe how old I really am until I stand up and it sounds like bubble wrap being popped. That's my popping. And I can't jump up like I used to. I got to stand up slow so my bones can catch up with my body. That's all right, 101. Just remember, that's what your body is in for.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Fucking hell.
Damn, you mean I've been talking to you this whole damn time and you wasn't hearing me?
No, in the last 2 minutes I was gone. I'm sorry. So much shit going on.
Well, I'm glad 101's up here. I got to excuse myself. Bye.
Oh, fuck you too. What is it with these fucking phone calls? Stupid ass. Same number calls from Detroit and then Port Huron. What? Oh yeah, you're totally not a scam call. You fucking piece of shit.
Hold on a second. I'll probably get in trouble, but I'm already in trouble now, so it doesn't.
Oh,
make
why?
any
What
difference.
happened now?
I got hit already. We're still up though.
You got hit for what?
I can't say. I'm still here.
Investigation into
Oh, you can't type it in backstage.
with the cases in D.C. and Georgia.
Well, I won't know
That's
until
just ahead,
it's
so
done.
stay tuned.
Oh,
Of course, they're going to play music on there.
well, yeah.
Well,
You want me to pull up
it's
one that's
34 counts. And I've said this last week whenever they were talking about it. It's going to be 34 counts. And exactly what it is, 34 counts.
world, yeah. Do you want me to bring up one that's not doing all this music crap?
Yeah.
Okay, here. Hold on.
They were talking about it until I decided to share their crap.
You got it? Okay.
Actually, the GOP nominee, George Soros. Steve Krakauer, great to see you. Thank you. Thanks, Tucker.
Did you just call him a cracker?
So,
I
as we
think
told you
so.
at the top, Alvin Bragg, the Manhattan DA, has charged the Republican frontrunner with an indictment that does not even specify a crime. So whether you hate Trump, it doesn't really matter how you feel about Trump. If you care about the system that we've lived under for these hundreds of years and we're justly proud of, maybe you should say something about this. Has anybody who didn't vote for Trump, other than Dershowitz, who you just saw, said a word about it? Well, Tulsi Gabbard ran for president as a Democrat, served in the Congress, of course, from Hawaii. She joins us tonight. Congresswoman, thank you so much for coming on. So, I mean, at what point does it become not about one guy, one candidate, and about the preservation of a justice system that all of us want to live on?
I'm sorry, but Tucker sounded just like Hillary. At this point, what difference does it make?
Under.
The point that needs to happen is right now. This is a really sad day for our country. And the bottom line is we have a Democrat establishment that is so blinded by their hatred of Donald Trump and their love for power that they don't care about the country. They don't care about how their weaponization of our law enforcement against their political opponent is undermining the very foundation of our democracy, our rule of law. They don't
It's not
care
a democracy,
about the
constitutional
serious
republic.
precedent that this is setting that fundamentally undermines that foundation, potentially for a very long time to come. Now, I know some Democrats who in their heart know that what's happening is wrong. I know there's probably a lot of Democrats
I know
who
some.
are watching your show right now
I wonder why.
who feel the same way, but they're so afraid to speak up. They're so afraid to be targeted, called traitors, cast out. But the important thing for us all, those of us who love this country and value democracy and understand the importance
Why do
of
people have to
preserving
be showed
the
where to
rule of law
walk?
in this country, now is the time.
Why do what?
Why do people have to be showed where to walk? Don't these people know how to walk? There's always somebody showing them which way to go and whatnot.
What, pointing or something?
Yeah, the chick come out and said, "Go this way." You know, duh. Where else would I go? That's everything else is blocked off.
Right. And people are in the way and like, oh, well, go be like water. Take the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
And we
Everyone's
America great again.
Thank you, City of Trees, for the sub. I appreciate it.
City of Trees, really?
anyway. Moving on.
Okay.
For courage to take a stand, to defend that which we hold dear, to defend this country and to defend our democracy, and have the courage to stand up not only for us today, but recognize that there are long-lasting consequences. If we do nothing, it'll be lost.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
if
the
you and
junior
Donald
one.
Trump had just signed on to the neocon foreign policy, you'd both still be in office. I think. Tulsi Gabbard, appreciate your
Six
perspective
flags
as
and
always.
iced tea.
Thank you, Tucker.
Yeah,
So as
the
you
gold
can
fringe
see,
one's back there.
Yeah, that
With the
means,
eagles on it.
yeah. That means not the United States. That's political crap.
the Republican frontrunner is filing in. You just saw his son Eric a second ago. We're going to go to Charlie Hurd of the Washington Times really quick for an overview of what's going on today. Charlie, thanks for
What?
Matt High said Trump just come on.
Yeah. You want me to pull up the speech?
No, go for it.
Is that a yes or a no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll find the speech.
Why'd you find the speech there, 101?
Just shut up, Jeff.
Boy, wait till your show comes up. It's going to go to hell before you even get signed on good.
Yeah, just think of the other countries that are just laughing like, ha ha ha, those people over there.
Well,
We're the joke.
Yeah, we've been a joke for the last, 2.5, 3 years?
Oh, more than that.
Well,
I mean,
more of it.
You stop and think of it. When Trump was president, look at all the crap that was going on. Instead of doing stuff for the country, they were trying to get somebody out. You're supposed to be doing a job, not going and trying to get rid of the president that we voted in.
I don't know if this is going to be proper coverage because it's ABC, but
Rally type atmosphere. This is a campaign style speech following.
If he's able to generate, you see right there on the sign, the number to text, support the former president, now presidential candidate running once again for 2024. You see that?
wait a second. Okay? So I got to do some math here. I'm sorry.
They're making it a vote or donate thing instead of listen to his speech thing.
Well, hold on a minute. Today's date 8/4/12/3. That's 15. Okay.
That's full.
Right there on the podium, once again, make America
Oh,
great
there's
again.
4 on one
as we
side, 3 on the
prepare to
other.
listen in.
Yeah.
43.
Yeah.
43, but 34 backwards. 34.
Yeah, that's exactly how many.
I see what he did there. He's mocking it. And it's not the yellow fringe either. It's the normal ones.
Oh, there's some more.
Okay, so
3 on that side.
6 plus 4, 10.
Plus 3, 46.
10?
Then you got 4 in the middle and add the 2 3s. That's 6, 46.
Well, hey, did you see the shadows here?
Oh, hell, it looks like a castle.
No. 2 pillars in the doorway. That's satanic.
Yeah, but the doorway's upside.
Or Tin's back there. her little ears sticking up in the back.
One second.
Here we go.
Thank you very much, everybody. And we have to save our country. God bless you all. God bless you all.
Also, he is at
And I
Mar-a-Lago.
never thought anything like this could happen in America. Never thought it could happen.
34.
The only crime that I have committed is to fearlessly defend our nation from those who seek to destroy it. From the beginning, the Democrats spied on my campaign. Remember that? They attacked me with an onslaught of fraudulent investigations. Russia, Russia, Russia. Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine. Impeachment hoax number 1. Impeachment hoax number 2. The illegal and unconstitutional raid on Mar-a-Lago right here. The lying to the FISA courts, the FBI and DOJ relentlessly pursuing Republicans, the unconstitutional changes to election laws by not getting approvals from state legislators, the millions of votes illegally stuffed into ballot boxes and all caught on government cameras. And just recently, the FBI and DOJ in collusion with Twitter and Facebook in order not to say anything bad about the Hunter Biden laptop from hell, which exposes the Biden family as criminals and which, according to the pollsters, would have made a 17-point difference in the election result. We needed a lot less than that, like about 16.9. It would have been in our favor, not my favor, our favor, because our country is going to hell. And we remember the 51 intelligence agents who said Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian disinformation. It didn't exist. It was Russian disinformation.
Anyway, sorry. I'm back now. Anyway.
You gotta go buy another calculator now.
I had to what? Do what?
No. Do you need to go buy another calculator?
No, I had to change the dog EP pad because of Casey shredding it.
Remember that? And that was all confirmed strongly by the FBI when they all knew that it wasn't Russian disinformation. And so much more. Our elections were like those of a third world country. And now this massive election interference at a scale never seen before in our country, beginning with the radical left, George Soros-backed prosecutor Alvin Bragg of New York, who campaigned on the fact that he would get President Trump. I'm going to get him. I'm going to.
By the way, if you need me to like stop it for anything he says, because we don't want to get you in trouble.
Oh, yeah, I'm already there, so might as well keep going.
Fuck it, YOLO.
To get him. This is a guy campaigning. You want to get President Trump at any cost, and this before he knew anything about me, didn't know a thing about me. He was campaigning. As it turns out, virtually everybody that has looked at this case, including rhinos and even hardcore Democrats, say there is no crime and that it should never have been brought. Never have been brought. Everybody.
How does a man like not sweat? You know what I mean? He wasn't sweating in the courtroom, and he wasn't sweating up here on stage. I've never seen this man's like sweat bullets. He's never lost his cool.
Even people that aren't big fans have said it. They said this is not the right thing to do. It's an insult to our country, as the world is already laughing at us for so many other reasons, like our open borders, our incompetent withdrawal from.
I'm going to call somebody out here. Chuck Quizno. If that's all you can talk about, then please hop out of my chat. Okay.
Yeah, they're banning. They're handling it.
Yeah, and I think you mods big time.
Let's see here. Anyway, moving on.
Afghanistan, where we left behind American citizens, $85 billion worth of the best military equipment in the world, lost 13 magnificent young lives, and far too many to mention that are so badly hurt with the loss of arms and legs and facial obliteration. The most embarrassing time in our country's history, in my opinion. Then our give up on energy independence and even energy dominant. We're going to be dominant within 6 months, more than any other nation ×2. We had this all just 3 years ago. Our raging crime statistics, if you look in Democrat-run cities, numbers the likes of which we have never seen before. The open threats by various countries of the use of nuclear weapons. Something never mentioned or discussed.
Okay, can I make a comment?
Yeah.
Trump, I voted for you twice. Can you get on with it, man? I'm sorry, but this the same shit you've said every other speech. And I don't mean to rag on you, and I'll still vote for you this coming election, but please.
Give us new material.
This is shit I've been through. We're already we know, man. We know. I'm saying it more in a comedic sense than a criticizing sense.
Mod, y'all know what to do. Thank you.
I don't know why y'all just don't ban his ass. Just ban his ass.
They'll take care of it.
Get him out of here.
By outside nations during the Trump administration, in which
we've had a few of them tonight.
the Biden administration's leadership to an all-out nuclear World War III. Can happen. We're not very far away from it, believe it or not.
Deja vu. Like, I don't know if he said that in another speech, but this exact image, I don't know if I had it in a dream or I saw it in a video. My days are running together, but that's... Oh, my brain.
An economy that has been crippled by the biggest inflation we have seen in more than 60 years.
We will continue monitoring.
And this is where ABC sticks their nose into it.
Yeah, that's why. What I was going to say, they're probably going to.
Get back to Trump. Get back to Trump, please. No.
A personal interest.
You brought up John Edwards. Does it matter? Is it relevant at all that in that case, John Edwards?
I don't care. You've lost me. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Can't there just be somebody streaming Trump where it's just Trump? It's not no interruption crap.
No, they interrupted. Let's see this one. Oh, he's still going.
Let me see if Florida Marquise is doing it.
My TV's slower than the road. Get out. Okay.
Oh, it is your TV.
Yeah, duh.
Nobody's done it like Joe Biden. This lunatic special prosecutor named Jack Smith. I wonder what it was.
I can barely hear that.
I can't. Same here.
Who others of his ilk say he is even worse than they are.
That's CNN. Get that off of the screen.
That's why I'm playing it. Everybody else is talking about it.
Removed many boxes to Chinatown.
Hold on.
Believe that.
When Fox ain't broadcasting.
No, they're talking about it.
Damn. I thought for sure Fox.
That's what I clicked on first.
I'll fix it.
Garage floor where his now very famous Corvette is also stored. All over the floor, including classified documents. But that's okay. Perhaps most importantly, he has 1,850.
Here we go. This is Florida Marquise. No interruptions.
Which he is refusing to give up. But he's saying he is even.
Damn, I could hear that one. Hello, Stephanie Lai.
We're banking on Hunter's expertise and had others stored in unsecured offices in Pennsylvania and strewn all over his garage floor where his now very famous Corvette is also stored. All over the floor, including classified documents. But that's okay. Perhaps most importantly, he has 1,850 boxes in Delaware. He is refusing to give up. But isn't that real obstruction? That's obstruction. As president, I have the right to declassify documents. And the process is automatic. If I take them with me, it's automatic. Declassify. Biden was vice president. He had absolutely no right to declassify as vice president. He doesn't come under the non-criminal Presidential Records Act. He comes under the very criminal Federal Records Act, unfortunately for him, but it's not going to matter because they don't follow the law, which has very severe penalties. He had classified documents that he took while he was a senator, which is absolutely inexcusable. And other senators, including Democrats, are outraged. But he's not being harassed and hounded like the people who work for me are. In fact, they seem to have forgotten about his documents entirely. So many, thousands and thousands. They like to say that I'm obstructing, which I'm not, because I was working with NARA very nicely until the raid on my home. But Biden is obstructing by making it impossible to get the 1,800 and 50 boxes, or explain why many documents were located in Chinatown. Can't explain it. Why were they in Chinatown? I don't know. Lastly, I'm under investigation. This time a civil investigation by another racist in reverse, who also campaigned on, I will get Trump. I will get him. This was her campaign. Never ran for office. I will get him. Her name is Letitia James. And she proclaimed while campaigning, quote, I look forward to going into the office of the Attorney General every single day, suing him, and then going home. Before she knew me. She announced, what is fueling my soul right now is Trump. And that she had her eyes on Trump Tower. Those eyes are focused on Trump Tower. Didn't know the young lady. She even assured her supporters in an election promise that we're going to definitely sue him. We're going to be a real pain in the ass. He's going to know my name personally. And then she claimed that I was an illegitimate president. Think of it. With all.
I'm sorry, but what? You want to claim that after 2020? Funny.
All we did, with all we did on energy, with all we did on the military, taxes, biggest tax cuts in history, biggest regulation cuts in history, right to try, people able to get drugs now that aren't approved. Hopefully you don't have that problem. Letitia James vowed to use every area of the law to, quote, investigate President Trump and his business transactions. Those transactions are going to be investigated, she said. And that of her family and his family. Because we're going after his family, and we're going after them hard. This is all before entering office and all before knowing anything at all about me, but she's going to get me. This is why, along with unrelenting crime, so many people and companies are leaving New York. She said that I falsified my financial statements, but in fact, we're proving and will prove that my financial statements were substantially more than we submitted, not less. And in all cases have a strong disclaimer clause in them which tells the institutions that may look at that if they want to, not to rely on the statement. But they've got a problem with their case because, number one, I'm very underleveraged. They can't believe it. All the stuff they read and gave. And have very little debt relative to the value of assets. And importantly, not one bank has lost even $1. She was investigating me to save banks. They have very good lawyers. But they didn't lose $1 with us during this period of time. In fact, the banks we're talking about made almost $200 million off Donald Trump, and they liked me very much. We never missed a payment, never got a default notice, had a great relationship with all of them. I don't need banks. I have a lot of cash. I built a great business with my family. I built a fantastic business.
Can we just point out the fact that this has gone from Stormy Daniels to business dealings? Like, she's not even on the radar now. It's all about business dealings. Like, they can't make up their mind what they want to get him for, but they want to get him for something and they can't.
Yeah.
Fully insulated from the bullshit.
Drag the name through the mud.
Do we want to continue watching this?
Oh, yeah. Is he drinking Trump water? Well, they tried to say that his water is like 20 years old.
Bruh.
When he gave it to East Palestine.
I have a son here who's done a great job, and I have another son here who's done a great job. And Ivanka, and Barron will be great someday. He's tall, and he's smart. But I have a great family, and they've done a fantastic job, and we appreciate it very much. They've done it.
Like, I not only can't I imagine being in Trump's shoes for all this shit, just going about your daily life, but to be related to him, the backlash you have to.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, fuck.
I mean, listen to the people that tell Trump or Biden, and they'll say Biden. Why not Trump? And then the stuff that they say, how awful the man is and whatnot, and how it's just made up stuff.
Well, right, but what I'm getting at is like, okay, you go in, and let's say you sign a piece of paper, and your last name is Trump. What do people immediately think? Ivana Trump, Ivanka Trump, Melania Trump. Like, what do you get what I'm saying? The shit they must get when they have to do legal stuff or just do daily shit.
Suing me over banks that weren't defrauded, when she should be focused on violent crime that's driving people out of the state. This is a persecution, not an investigation. She's put our family through hell. It's cost hundreds of millions of dollars to defend, but our heads are held very, very high. They want to settle the case, but I want no part of that. So here we are now, where we were today, in a city that was so great just 4 or 5 years ago. But now we're there, spend time there today, as you possibly read, with a local failed district attorney charging a former president of the United States for the first time in history on a basis that every single pundit and legal analyst said, there is no case, there's no case. They kept saying, there's no case. Virtually everyone, but it's far worse than that because he knew there was no case. That's why last week he delayed for a month and then immediately took that back and threw this ridiculous indictment together. Came out today, everybody said, this is not really an indictment, there's nothing here. My lawyers came to me and they said, there's nothing here, they're not even saying what you did. The criminal is the district attorney because he illegally leaked massive amounts of grand jury information.
Damn.
For which he should be prosecuted, or at a minimum, he should resign. And Alvin Bragg's wife confirmed a report that claimed her husband has Trump nailed on felonies. She has since locked down her Twitter account. His chief prosecutor, who represented the Democrats and crooked Hillary Clinton in a firm run by Chuck Schumer's brother, Robert, he quit the firm in order to go to work in the DA office in order to get Trump. Can you imagine that? Hillary Clinton's lawyer, Democrat firm. Ultimately, he quit as chief prosecutor because Bragg didn't think he had a case. Think of the same guy that brought this ridiculous thing today. Yet during his investigation, this prosecutor named Mark Pomerantz wrote and published a book saying all sorts of privileged things and has been very strongly reprimanded. He was reprimanded so strongly. I've never seen anything like it. That's probably the end of it. But what he did was probably very illegal. But he was very, very strongly reprimanded. Even District Attorney Bragg was furious with him. They were having a tremendous fight in the office because of it. But hope is never lost because various prosecutors in the DA's office also quit because they thought President Trump was being treated very unfairly. How about that? Isn't that great? Oh, I love them. I'd like to meet them. I'd like to meet them. The DA's office even had a web page. Meet the team of executives who have done this to President Trump. That was the title. Isn't that nice? They immediately had to take it down. Meanwhile, overall crime in New York was up 30% last year, much more than that the year before, with felony assaults, robberies, and burglaries all up by massive, massive numbers. Not the same place that I know, not the same place that you know. And this is where we are right now. I have a Trump-hating judge with a Trump-hating wife and family whose daughter worked for Kamala Harris and now receives money from the Biden-Harris campaign, and a lot of that. We recently had another trial, and the same judge told the fine man who worked for me for many, many years that if you admit your guilt, you will be in jail for 90 days. But if you don't, if we go through a trial and you're found guilty, you're going away for 10 years and maybe longer.
Ooh.
Which for a 75-year-old man with a great family really means life.
What, Jeff?
I was just saying hello to Nuthouse.
Oh. They're not gonna find anything, and if they do, and he gets set, let's say by some slim fucking chance they do find something, and he does go to jail for the rest of his life, it is game on. It is World War III, Civil War 2.0 here in the United States. What?
We'll talk about it up on your channel.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, the amount of backlash that would be.
Yeah, and I'm going to do a lot of saying.
Yeah, a lot of saying.
Well, you can do a lot of saying on my stream in here in about 20 minutes. So
yeah, that's why I said your channel.
The prosecutors and judge did to that man, I will never forget, because it's right out of the old Soviet Union. That's where we are. They said, you say anything about Trump, meaning that's bad, and you won't even have to serve the 90 days. You'll walk free. And they say that to many of my employees. We have this Jack Smith lunatic threatening people every single day through his representatives. They're threatening jail terms. But talk about Trump and you'll go free. This is where we are as a nation. Who would have thought? They can't beat us at the ballot box, so they try and beat us through the law. That's the country in which we live, however, right now. The USA is a mess. Our economy is crashing. Inflation is out of control. Russia has joined with China. Can you believe that? Saudi Arabia has joined with Iran. China.
just for the record, China and Russia have a long history of hating each other. And Saudi Arabia and Iran, that's kind of self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
Russia, Iran, and North Korea have formed together.
That's also like an unheard of thing.
A menacing and destructive coalition would have never happened if I were your president. Would never have happened. Nor would Russia attacking Ukraine have happened. All of those lives would be saved. All of those beautiful cities would be standing. Our currency is crashing and will soon no longer be the world standard, which will be our greatest defeat, frankly, in 200 years. There will be no defeat like that. That will take us away from being even a great power. If you took the 5 worst presidents in the history of the United States and added...
Let me think. 5 worst presidents. Nixon, Obama, Bush, Biden. I need one more.
Carter.
Carter.
He was the worst of the presidents by ranking.
Yes.
But
that's my top 5.
Biden's took in his place.
I didn't like Bush.
Which one?
them up.
Both, technically.
They would not have done near the destruction to our country as Joe Biden and the Biden administration have done.
Oh, and someone mentioned Clinton too. Well, top 6, 7, 12.
All you gotta do is go in between, right after Reagan to Biden, and take out Trump, and then there you have it right there.
Yeah. Okay, it's from Reagan to Biden minus Trump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, after Reagan.
Incredibly, we are now a failing nation. We are a nation in decline. And now these...
We are now a failing nation? It took you to just now to say that? Sorry.
Radical left lunatics want to interfere with our elections by using law enforcement. We can't let that happen. With all of this being said, and with a very dark cloud over our beloved country, I have no doubt, nevertheless, that we will make America great again. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much, everybody.
Well, he knew when my stream was going to end, so he ended it right.
It's something that
right at the right point. Well, if you haven't already, make sure you go over and sub to my backup channel. It's been put up there a couple times.
Also, we will be continuing this crap over on my stream in about
15 minutes. In 5 minutes, we'll be over at 101s. If a mod wants to toss that link up too.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, we'll be over at Jeff's on Thursday.
Yep. Boy, am I going to talk some shit then.
You can talk some shit tonight.
Oh, no. I want to keep the two of y'all up.
It's that bad, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm going to make it.
Rephrase your words there, Jeff.
What did I say?
Keeping us up. Anyway.
Yep. Head over to
Johnny.
Head over to 101s. As soon as we end here, we'll be taking it over there. And I'm sure we got a lot to talk about what's going on today.
Yeah, you know it.
You know, my brain wants to make it an hour-long stream, but I know it's not going to be. And I don't want to concentrate on the politics, but I know we're gonna. So might as well just do it for tonight and get it over with.
Yeah, because we'll be talking about it, and then there'll be somebody coming and say, "Did you hear about this?"
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is like, you know, it never goes the way I want it to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Somebody in chat said the skies over Texas are really pink. Yeah, Pat Evans. The skies are really pink. Texas skies are really pink. Pat Evans.
It's called the sunset.
I know what she's talking about, believe it or not. That means they're going to get one hell of a damn storm before morning.
I see.
See,
Anyway,
if it's pink when you wake up, it means it's going to be a beautiful day. If it's pink at dusk dark, it means a storm is coming.
well,
Wait a minute, I may be wrong on that. Out. Bye. Hurry up. Ciao. I don't want you to be late again.
Well, I want to thank my mods for keeping the riffraff out. We had quite a few of them in tonight, but it's probably the title. But and thank members and new subscribers, and thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And we will see you on the next one.
Yes, and thank you, mods.